and I think that's implausible. We know that Anthony Fauci has been pouring a lot of money into this since he took over NIAID. The public record indicates that he has had about $191 billion of money that has flowed through NIAID. And that money has come not only from the National Institutes of Health appropriations, but it's also come from the Department of Defense and the bioweapons and bioterror programs that were instituted after 2001. So there's been a lot of money going through NIAID. A lot of it's gone into HIV, some of it's gone into influenza, and an enormous amount of it has gone into coronavirus and other pathogens. What we found interesting was that in 2016 there was a publication that came out involving people who are very intimately involved with the current situation, which in fact stated that there was a SARS-like Wuhan Institute of Virology 1 COV poised for human emergence. Now, just sit with this for a minute. March 15th, 2016, we actually have a publication in which we are told that there is a Wuhan Institute of Virology pathogen poised for human emergence. Let me just say that one more time. In 2016, we have researchers who say that a Wuhan Institute of Virology pathogen is poised for human emergence. Do you think it was any surprise to a person who's been monitoring this since 1999 that when I heard in December of 2019 that there was allegedly a novel pneumonia strain happening in Wuhan? Do you think it was a surprise that I actually thought, nature. Yeah, nature must have done that. When I actually have not only the article that states that Wuhan Institute of Virology coronavirus is poised for human emergence, but I actually see that the individuals associated with that are individuals that since 2012 have been working in collaboration with DARPA and the US AMRID and other agencies, and have been funded significantly by a number of foundations to work on development of vaccine templates and platforms and treatment templates and platforms for, are you ready for this? SARS coronavirus outbreaks. And they have gone as far as to make statements about the accidental or intentional release of a respiratory pathogen. Is it a wonder that there is an outside chance that when I heard that there was allegedly a group of patients in Wuhan, China, that allegedly were starting to have atypical pneumonia, do you think that there was any chance I didn't think that, maybe Wuhan and a 2016 Wuhan Institute of Virology virus that was being manipulated in North Carolina at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, any chance I could have drawn the dots and said, I wonder if these have anything to do with each other? And isn't it ironic that the very individuals who were put in charge of manufacturing a synthetic chimeric coronavirus that had increased pathogenicity of lung tissue, which increased the targeting of a pathogen into the respiratory system, isn't it interesting that those same individuals were the ones who were given charge of adjudicating whether there was in fact a novel virus?
It's nice, isn't it?
It's so cool to know that the only people who can actually know the facts, the only people who can actually verify any of the information are the people who are the architects of the scheme in the first place, which then asks the question, how did this happen? How did we get here? And what on earth is going on which makes it so compelling that any question about the source of this pathogen, any question about how it may have come into circulation in the public, any question about the appropriateness of not just the absence of a test, but listen very carefully, the RT-PCR is not testing for coronavirus. It's testing for the fragment that US and Chinese and European researchers amplified. We knew this pathogen had the capacity to be harmful in 2016. And whether or not this was accidental or natural or willful, why is it that on March the 15th, 2016, when we knew that the Wuhan strain of coronavirus could become a pathogen of consequence to society, why is it that we did nothing?